Good morning again. Doug White down here in Alabama. Kind of a rainy day today. Thought I'd get out here in my car where I had a little bit better sound and less noise. I have more time now that my wife is retired, and we share the babysitting. Well, we don't really share it. She does most of it now, but I'm kind of a sidekick. I run errands and do things, and but anyway, we work together as a tag team now, and so I got a little more time, and I'm gonna come out here and talk about the things that I've been thinking about today. Got some more nice comments, and I sure appreciate them. And but what I was thinking about, I thought I'd come out here to the car where we got pretty good sound and talk about the news, and all about the news. I wrote this song that did a real poor job of it, but it was called My Antenna TV. No. The name of it was Brainwashing Free. Look over on the other side there, and you might see it, Brainwashing Free. I didn't know how to put it up there, the chords to use, but I had the lyrics written down, and I thought it sort of like to put a little humor in my videos, so I made a little song about brainwashing free. Also got one called not to toot my own horn. I got one called what's the name of that one? It's about that fellow that does the rocket ships, the supposed rocket ships, SpaceX thing. Oh, Mr. Musk. After you, Mr. Musk. The whole song's about Mr. Musk and his. I'm kind of trying to join up with him and everything in his adventure, except I'm a little bit reluctant, and I want him to go first. That's the idea behind that song. So you might want to look that up if you not got anything to do. Like I say, there's nothing professional about it, but some of them are kind of humorous. I think so, anyway. Anyway, talking about the fake news and everything you see on television. I believe that here's the thing about it. I believe that some events actually happen, but they use them. If it can be used for the narrative that they want to put out that day, they'll use that event. So that keeps everybody from saying anything, because you don't want to be the one that somebody lost a loved one sitting there, hollering fake news when something actually happens. So that's how they keep everybody honest, and so nobody can really say anything. But then when you see something that seems absolutely, it doesn't add up, you don't say nothing about it either, because maybe that something, they might be telling the truth this time. So that's how they do that. But anyway, I was just thinking about that, and there's a song I put out that was I put it up on my playlist, and if you watch the thing about the Richard Jewell tape, the first minute of it, and it'll go past, it'll show you where, I don't know if that's for real, but they show you where this fake blood was being put all over these crisis actors. Then right after that, the fella sings. It says he sings this little line in the song. Says the news is contrived to frighten you. Say the news is contrived to frighten you and to put you into. They're carriers of depression. They make it the whole country. They don't realize that they're being programmed into depression, just from watching the news. And they do it in such a way that they act like they're the good guys. So, but anyway, here's how it's done. Let's just look at the medical side of the thing. you know, if you went and had all the tests and took that they told you to take, you know, on the news, to go looking for something wrong with you, I don't go. When I go to the hospital, I'm almost dead. I've only been about 1 or 2 times in my life, and I was at the point of death this last time. So I go when I start hurting. I don't go looking for. I don't take 100 million tests to find out what's wrong with me. You know, that's just the way I am. I can't afford it. And if you go to some of these countries in the world, one thing about the internet, you can go and you can see how the rest of the world is. They can't go take a test and spend thousands of dollars to figure out if something's on the way to kill them. So that's one way they put you in fear. You know, take this pill, do this. I take a few pills. What you know, I'm not totally against modern medicine. But one time somebody said, because of modern medicine, I'm alive. Well, I don't believe that, brothers and sisters. I believe by the grace of God, I'm alive. And he might have used some modern medicine when he wanted to, but he didn't. That wasn't the reason. He had something for me to do. That's the only reason I'm here. You know, the body is such an intricate thing. If you just look at it, it's just a miracle that it even works one day, much less all the days he's given me. So, no, I don't believe. I believe medicine is one thing. Modern medicine is well and good when it's used right, see. But they have turned it around and making it used with you. If you don't have the money to get this test or that test, if you took all the tests that they put up there that they wanted you to take, you wouldn't have any life. You'd be sitting in the waiting room your whole life. But to take a test. But I believe in modern medicine. My wife, you know, she goes when she needs it for her heart, and I go when I need it for the things I need to get patched up about, you know. But there's a limit to everything. I believe in good dentists. A good dentist, you need to have one around because they can relieve you of a lot of pain. But you can go too far with the thing and it becomes bondage. Some of my in-laws, I ain't gonna say who, were what you would call, they had Munchausen syndrome or whatever you call it, where hypochondriacism, where they, you know, they just love the doctors. Oh man, that was their conversation. This doctor here and that doctor there. But that's just the way it goes. They love the thought of doctors, you know. What's your disease? I got you. I had that disease. Did you have that disease? Yeah, I had it. Well, good. You know. But anyway, I'm rushing through this video. But now let's get to the deception that's out in, you know. See, you can't, you know, you're in bondage to the doctor, say, you know. They get you there, you know. They make you nervous about that. Well, I got to have this test. Well, what about just walking outside? You can't walk outside. You have catch a Nile virus. You say, can't, you know, or some kind of virus will get you, some kind of little bug, you know, you don't know what it is. See, they get you that way. People are afraid of that. Can't go inside because of radon gas. See, they get you that way. So, brothers and sisters, the whole thing is set up. And I'm just now realizing it at the twilight of my years that I'm living in Egypt or Babylon or whatever you want to call it. We're living in this present evil world is much more evil than we ever could imagine. It's present and it's evil. It's all around us. But I don't want to curse the darkness too much. But I just wanted you to know, let's get you to wake up. So you start praying for yourself because we're in for it here. You know, stick together. Those that believe in Jesus Christ need to stick together as much as they can. Pray for one another. But that's what I was thinking. The whole thing is set up, you know. But you know, I believe, this is my view, for a short season, the devil's going out and to deceive the whole world, and he's deceiving the whole world. Most people around you, they think that we're living on a spinning ball. And you're the crazy one if you wake up, say. If God wakes you up, if he has grace on you to show you the truth, then you're the crazy one. But I'm telling you, something is going on. I was crazy a few years back. But now, people all around me are saying, well, Doug wasn't so crazy. You know, they're starting to see. They're beginning to see. I named my channel Beginning to See for that very reason, because that's what Jesus was telling Nicodemus. Everybody thinks he was telling him to go out and get himself born again. No, he was telling Nicodemus, you are beginning to see. Say, no man can see the kingdom of God unless he's born of God. So I'm beginning to see my reality, which we live in a present evil world. And people out there that listen to this video, you're beginning to see your reality, that we live in a, just like the Bible says, this present evil world. And just because they got a suit and tie on and gray hair and talk with a foreign accent or a sophisticated accent, that doesn't mean they got the truth, brothers and sisters. Sometimes he gives the truth to some old boy down in Alabama with a southern accent that sounds like he hadn't been through grade school. But sometimes he might do that. You can look for truth in the most, God puts his truth in the most unlikely places, brothers and sisters. But my truth is this, one thing. God has a people that he loved before the world began. Before this world started, you were in his plan, brothers and sisters. And at the end of all this, and all that we're living through right now, we have a heavenly home. Because he loved the people, not because of all this intricate learning. If you didn't have a Bible and you couldn't read and you were on a desert island before Christ came, before he even came to earth, if you were numbered in that number, you'll be there, brothers and sisters, because he shed his blood for this great multitude of people, and all his people are going to be there. The Father gave him to the Son. He's not going to lose one. So that is the psychology that's keeping me going, brothers and sisters. And this other psychology that you got to make a decision for Jesus and all that, that wipes out all the children, all the people that have a mentally impaired people, and all the heathen. But anyway, just got out here and start out and do another one. I do another one. You know, I got time, so people might want to listen to what I'm thinking about. No, our reality is a rigged reality. And that's the reason that there's so many people, I believe, on drugs right this minute. You know, I'm talking about mind-altering drugs. I'm not talking about the good drugs. I'm talking about the good drugs that help you. I'm talking about mind-altering drugs. I believe that's why people are on so many mind-altering drugs. And that's my view on that matter. But anyway, I appreciate everybody that's commented today. And then if there's anybody that's, I put my little videos and my little songs, I'm going to start putting them over there in the playlist. Look at the playlist. First 3 or 4 things there. And the rest of it's me trying to play the guitar. But I put up people that could actually, you know, things that are actually important or on my playlist right at there at the top. And I comment on them. But I'll get out of here, and I probably forgot something. Let me see. Oh yeah, I love the British people. I love the Brits. They are polite people. I like them. I really like the Brits. I like that thing over there they do in the Globe Life thing. I like to follow them. They're real polite people. They don't bring God into the thing, but at least they give them the natural part of the thing. Maybe it's a good thing they don't. But anyway, I'm gonna try to do another video after this runs out and start over and do another one. But peace and love from this old boy down in Alabama.